Alright guys, welcome to the video. Hope you guys are doing well. So today's video is going to be a settings slash I guess morning routine video. So you guys have been requesting a settings video, but I decided to add a little spice and decided to add how I warm up in the mornings to warm up my aim. A lot of people are probably I know I think a few people have been asking how I warm up as well, so I decided to make this a video for settings and for the warm-up. So if you guys want to see both of them, well, today's your lucky day because I got that for you. And here's the plan for the video. First, I'm going to show you guys how I warm up, and then I will show you guys my settings. I'll be going over the VALORANT settings, and then I'll be also going over my NVIDIA settings. But for now, I'm going to be showing you guys how I warm up, and then we'll get to the settings after. So jumping right into it, what I start off with when I warm up is I make sure that the speed is on easy. That's what I firstly do. Because when you warm up, you don't want to go straight to medium or hard, because at that point you're just kind of pushing yourself a little too much. So you want to start a little easy and making sure you hit all your bots and make sure they're all headshots. Make sure you have a nice, not like fast anymore. You're not gonna just want to make sure you line up your crosshair to the bot's head. You just want to be accurate. You don't want to, at the moment, it's not what you want to worry about. When you start off on easy, you don't want to care about the speed of how fast you're killing the bots. You want to make sure your accuracy is on point. That's the main thing. And then when you got that down, you feel warmed up. You feel like you can up and up a notch. You can put it in medium. And you start off, and this is where you want to up your speed add. This is where you make sure you hit all the headshots. Take it a little slow, but you also have to make sure and then when you're good and you're warmed up on medium, you can up it up to hard. And hard's where you actually want to be like classic. Like hitting your shots. I'm not warmed up yet, so I'm not expecting a lot of these, but you guys get the point. Now, if you guys are on hard and you're not hitting, you're missing all your shots, go back to medium and warm up a little bit more medium. And then once you've got a good amount, I guess if you kill all the bots and you're like 100% sure you can do it, then switch to hard. And if you still can't get any boss on hard, don't worry about it. There's nothing to stress about. I mean, I don't get a lot of boss on hard either, even though I'm like super warmed up. So I mean, nothing to stress about. This is when the option 2 warm me up. So you have two options here. One, you can just go ahead and jump into deathmatch, or you can do, or what I might show you guys is you can go over here into this teleport. I think anyone can go in here and make sure before you start, make sure it's on hard. Go ahead and start it. And this basically mentally just tells you to check your partners, and just basically if you don't fully check it like I just did, I was slow at it. Basically the hard bots will punish you for it. It's literally a one tap to the head. So, and also make sure not to use any abilities. Just make sure this is just raw. You just doing it, nothing else. I don't want to use any abilities here. This is for you, just you to like tell yourself to like check corners fully, and not be sloppy basically. And if if you are sloppy and you don't fully check that corner, you'll get punished for it. So. And also, the thing about this too is when you redo it, like the start round, I guess, whatever you want to call it, the bots will change. It won't be in the same position. So maybe one there, there, there. Sometimes they'll be in the middle here, and then one there, something there, corner there, one on the left side there. But eventually they will start appearing at the same spots because there's not a ton of spots where the bot can hide, but it will change. So keep that in mind. And then yeah, after that, I would jump into deathmatch, and I'll be playing my games, and then yeah, that's kind of really it. The warm up. So, all right. So getting into the settings. First, I just want to say that the only settings I'm going to be going over is the general, crosshair, and the video. Other than that, everything else is basically at the moment I'm not gonna. I mean, yeah, everything else like controls and audio are mostly just personal, so I don't really go over that. But the ones I'm just gonna go over is the crosshair, general, and video. If you guys want to see like a very in-depth guide of my settings video for like Valorant, let me know. I'll be gladly to do that. So starting off in general, enemy highlight colors is on purple. Text language is on English, of course. sensitive for my aim, of course, 0.33 at 800 DPI and 1000 hertz. Scope sensitivity multiplier is 1 and ADS sensitivity is 1. Raw input buffer is on. I tried playing on off. Didn't really feel a difference, to be honest with you, but I feel like on is just a tad bit more fluent, so I keep it on. For map, I have it on rotate. Key player center is off. Minimap size is 1.13. Minimap zoom is 0.918. Minimap zone of vision cones is on, and show map regions is on always. For privacy, the only thing I have on is just hide my names from players from outside my party. That's really it. First person handiness is on right. I occasionally will switch it to left. So I mean, with this one, I just play around with it sometimes. Sometimes I play on left, sometimes I play on right. That one's just personal. So you know, you can choose which one you like the most. Show mature content is on. Short course is off. The reason why I have it off is to less screen color. So that's why I have it off. Show blood always on. I turned it off once. I kind of didn't like it, so I turned it back on. Network buffering is on moderate. I keep it on moderate because my Wi-Fi, to be honest with you, isn't the greatest. Sometimes it'll be good one day and then sometimes it'll be horrible the next day. So I keep it on moderate. I never use maximum. The only time I use maximum is when if there's like a crap ton of people using my Wi-Fi. That's like the only time. But I don't really go any higher than moderate though. Show blood trish is on, and then show spectator count is on off. The reason why I have it off is less screen color as well. If you have any problems with, I wouldn't say any anxiety, but if you just get really what's the word? I guess anxious when you see it, like a lot of people look at you while you're clutching, then I recommend you turning it off. But if you don't really care, then you can have it on or off. It's personal as well. So for the crosshair, the one I'm using the most right now at the moment is 1420. It's nice, it's small, and also it's not too big. Also do use 1422. This is, I mean, this used to be my favorite crosshair, but I like one. Oh, that's the wrong one. I like the, this one, 1420. This one's probably my favorite, to be honest. I just like this one the most. Also, I have cyan. Usually, I do run green or white, but mostly cyan though. So yeah. Moving to video, I have full screen, of course, for display mode. Resolution is 1920 by 1080. Monitor is my main monitor, my BenQ. I don't know why it's on my EVGA, but let's move on that one. Aspect ratio is on fill. I don't think this really matters for native. So I mean, if it on letterbox, it's fine. It won't be too big of a deal. For the limit FPS for the background menu and battery, I have this on off, but I do keep it on 200 for FPS. For a limit FPS always is on 200. I have let it on run just by itself, but I feel like my game just runs better when it's on capped at 200. That's just me though. If your PC runs great without cap, then go all means go right at it. But if your PC can't handle more than 200, like if you go to, if you let your PC just run frames like whatever, but when it drops frames, your game like starts nuking itself. I recommend you to cap your FPS to your monitor's refresh rate. That's only if your PC is not the greatest. If you have like a potato PC and the highest it goes is like 90 FPS and you have like a 60 hertz monitor, just cap it at 60. Unless you want to go 90, you can too, but that's all up to you. For low latency, I have an on plus boost. And then for graphics quality, I have multi-rendering is on. All the quality here is all low. And then anti-aliasing is on none. Filtering is 8x. Bloom is on. And then improved clarity, sharpening, distortion, and cast shadows are off. For stats, the only thing on is FPS, packet loss, and I believe shooting errors on the graph. Okay, so for the video control panel, first things first, for the slider down here, I think some of you guys may already have it on performance, but if you guys haven't touched this at all, and this is your first time using or just in video control panel, make sure, I mean, depending on what, I don't know, it might be on balance for quality, I don't know which one, depending on your PC. Make sure you take this slider and put it all the way to performance. That's the first thing that I would recommend you guys to do. Second thing is make sure you guys hit take me there, or you guys can hit manage 3D settings. And then here the only settings I have touched is low latency mode is on. Open rendering GPU is on my GPU. Power management mode is prefer maximum performance. Refresh rate is highest available. Texture filtering quality is on high performance, and that's kind of really it. Everything else is just kind of just default. So I'll gotta go and kind of scroll through this, all of it, and then you guys can copy it. Next up is going to be my vibrancy. A lot of people have been asking for my vibrancy. So, like I said, if you're just starting off touching this, it's probably going to be on 50%, but some of you guys might be running like 75 or something. If this is your first time touching the slider, I recommend you guys starting off with 75. And if you guys want a little bit more, up it up to 80. And if you want a little bit more, you can up to 90, or you can just straight up just pull it up to 100. I played with 100. I liked it, but the colors were just too much, and it just started to blend in a little too much, and the environments was, a little too much for me. I tried 90. It was nice, but it was still too much, so I dropped it 80, and 80s worked for me for the most part. So if you guys want to try 80, you guys can. 75 is really good. I used 75 before, but it was just a little too much. Not too much, a little too less for me. So 80 is a good sweet spot for me. The next thing is going to be on adjust size and position. I run it on full screen. Performance scaling is on GPU, and I checked override scaling mode. I did use display. I heard display lowers your input. I tried display. I tried GPU. To be honest, they both feel the same to me. It could be different for you guys, but for me, it just felt the same. It could be just placebo, all I know, but yeah, it just felt the same to me, to be honest. Also, one little quick tip as well. Make sure you guys go to adjust video color settings. By default, it's gonna be looking like something like this. It's gonna be, it's not gonna show, full, or it's gonna show limited with, with NVIDIA, with the video player settings. Make sure you hit within video settings, go to advanced. It's going to be limited for you guys. Make sure you guys hit full. This is going to help you with your colors, I'm telling you. I flicked this on to full, and dude, it changed everything. Now if you don't like it how it looks, then you can smack it back to limited, but me personally, I would recommend you guys turning it on and giving it a try. If you guys don't like it, you can always put it back. And also I'll tell you what it does down here too, but I just like it with the full on, to be honest. Alrighty guys, but that is really it for the video. That's really all to it for the warm up and the settings. It's nothing too complex, it's all simple. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys put it in the comments. I'll be happily and gladly answering those questions for you guys. And also, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys subscribe, comment, share, and make sure you guys have notifications on too. I'll be uploading the next video soon or later. It's gonna be a good one for sure, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But yeah, other than that, guys, I will see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed, and catch you guys on the next one. Peace, guys, and stay safe.